line up on 2nd and 4. The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That's it, baby.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Come on, the ball. Share.
Hey, 734.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Once again, it's Jacobs. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
47. 47's the Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. 25. Check 20 Monday. Check 99. Check 99. Down.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, check. 618. 47's the Hey, orbit. Check 47. Let's go.
Carr now to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run it with Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Running is Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. One more time with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Brings up third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
Let's go! Hurry, hurry!
One last shot from Mayfield here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Oakland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week.